From the rotunda of the Carnivore compound, deep in the heart of Las Vegas, comes one of Wall Street's Hall of Fame traders, Dutch Masters. Today, Dutch is joined by Carnivore's hand-picked customer protege, who went from being a K-9 cop on the streets of East Tennessee to full-time trader and market strategist, and now heads the Carnivore VIP program. The man who has a guy for anything and always has an answer for everything, even if you didn't ask. Please welcome Godfather.
What is going on, everybody? Wow. So we were a minute or two late. Why? Because I don't know what the heck happened. Right before Dutch and I got ready to go on, the market just ripped. I just looked in the corner and this thing had just taken off. So I just want to look at that. Look at that right there, Dutch. I know you were looking at it and we were like, what just happened here? So anyway, so yep, without further ado, here's Dutch. What do you see right now, man? What are we watching?
Well, right now I'm really trying to figure out what just happened. So this market took off.
Yeah, so I'll chat with them. You look, because there might be a way to make some money. Y'all may watch this in real time. Dutch is doing what he's supposed to be doing. That's focusing on trying to make us all money. I've been struggling with a couple of the plays that I've been in. And then all of a sudden, just wow, it just rips. So how is everyone doing there? It's the last trading day of the month. We have got a long weekend. I hope that everyone has a good has some good things planned with their family, friends, maybe some motorcycle riding. It's been a great week here at Carnivore. I think yesterday got used to East Coast time zone again. So that's always a stretch. To actually be able to get up at 8:30 and have it be 8:30. So anyways, Dutch, you found anything out yet?
No, I'm just trying to get things arranged here. But hey, look, hello everybody. I'm glad you tuned in. I'm glad everybody's here. The topic today really is sort of we lock things down here, and the data that came out this morning from all the different Fed offices was not very encouraging for a couple of reasons. Pretty much the sentiment numbers is what they were reporting each district. And, Chicago being the one that a lot of people pay a lot of attention to, fell off a cliff, and most of them fell off a cliff. And what that means is, my question was, gee, is that really necessarily bad for the market? And the answer is no, it's not. In the short term, it means that maybe the market is going to say, this soft landing that everyone's been talking about might be a bit harder and it might not be that great. And that's going to hurt more industrials than anything else. But it really locks in almost a sure thing that the rates will decrease. So if we also get some inflation data that shows that it's not necessarily abating, or that it is abating a little bit, and let me get that right. If we see a little bit softer numbers in inflation, and we see this data where the sentiment is literally cratering, and I've got charts and stuff on that in the wrap tonight. The sentiment plunged to like an all-time low since, March or April of 2023. It's just going straight down. So a lot of people are not super happy about what they see going on. We're also hearing that pawn shops are getting an inordinate amount of business. We track that stuff here on Wall Street and at Carnivore. How are the pawn stores doing? Are they getting a lot of incoming? And apparently that's ticked up quite a bit. So there's a lot of people who aren't feeling super good, and they're coughing up their gold and their jewelry and their whatever else that you cough up at a pawn shop. I don't know. I've never really sold much to a pawn place, to be honest with you. I don't know how to sell things very well.
No, you don't.
Except in the stock market. I did, by the way, get confirmation that incredible Burgett chopper is being loaded onto a trailer and into a trailer and heading this way from Florida. So
that is great. How long is it going to take to get here?
I don't know. The guy said he'd get back to me. Nobody wants to promise anything, but here's what inflation is all about. It used to cost $500 to ship a motorcycle from basically Miami to Los Angeles, and the pricing is now $1,600.
Okay, and yeah, you made me feel real bad when I was there, and I said what I paid to get my motorcycle over there. You're like, no, $500, and I was like, I just gave this guy $1,300 from Tennessee.
16, so that's triple the previous cost of just a few years ago, and I asked him why. Is that the case? Because this guy ships a lot of motorcycles all over the country. And he told me that the Biden administration has put so many restrictions and excise taxes and all kinds of other Green New Deal bullshit taxes on top of truckers and diesel and commercial stuff that's being shipped that it's driven the price up 3x.
Yeah.
And they have to pass that along. And he says, it hurts his business. And he has to try to build it into the price or eat some of it himself or whatever. So,
yeah, well, I noticed. I noticed that too. I did want to. I think Funkadelic Bob. If there's something that Dutch does see, if he's looking at something, he may shout it out. For the most part, like Frenchie said, we do like to keep all of our alerts directly to our members, obviously, to keep the quality of membership up. If he's talking about something live just in general, it is what it is if you go into it. But if we enter a position, it'll be by no other means than the normal way. So but now with the app, right? The app is almost freaking instantaneous.
All right, so look, I don't know what you're talking about because you got to tell me what the question was before you answer.
Oh, I got you. I didn't know if you saw the overlay. I'm sorry. Funkadelic Bob asked if you would give out any picks live on the show.
We'll talk about that a little bit. We've been going through some things here. We locked down. Okay, I mean, you guys all got the order that showed that we sold a lot of positions, 90% of a lot of positions, 80% of one position, I think, and 100% of like 3 or 4 positions. We raised about $80,000, $85,000 in cash on a $600,000 account. And so we put a little bit of that back to work. Here's what we're seeing, okay? The data comes out crappy for sentiment. The Fed, we think, is a lock to lower rates. How much? I don't know. But that'll be a move. Between now and then, the market could get soft and correct because it's had a real nice run. So we want to be out of the way of that softness. But we're also seeing biotechs start to vibrate super hard. And why do they do that when the rest of the market might be getting softer, like the industrials or whatever? By the way, the industrials were a great call. But so if you just hit out in the industrials, you actually made money. Tech didn't make any money, even big tech or mega cap tech. I mean, no, especially the other tech, the lower techs. I mean, they didn't make anybody any money over the last month. But the industrials did really, really good. Biotech gets purchased by fund managers when they want to hide from the fact that there's economic slowdown or economic problems or market volatility heading south. So biotech doesn't have any fundamentals that you can point to. So you don't have any fundamentals. They're not sensitive to economic activity. It's the perfect place to hide out when the market's getting weird and choppy. So when you start to see the biotech sector vibrate and rock and roll and start to pick up, which it has because it was down, it's almost doubled in the last, as a group. You can see in our market wrap, the group of 20 biotechs that we track, that group has gone from like being plus 6% to, it was plus 22% in 3 weeks from when we put it on February 12th. And so 3 weeks later, it was up 22%. It crashes down to being plus 6%. And now it's plus 11, plus 12%. So it's doubled in the last week or so. That sector's starting to vibrate and move. And so that means their money flowing in there is hiding out. They're looking to get out of the way of some economic thing in front. The other thing is the VIX, which is a judgment of the volatility of the market or the expectations of volatility amongst traders, fell below 13 this morning. And I got to tell you, I knew a really, really good volatility trader who I worked very elbow to elbow with, and he made a lot of money personally in his personal account trading volatility. He bought when volatility was low, below 13, and he sold when volatility spiked to 20, 30, 40. Volatility spikes when you get all kinds of, bad news, or market drops a lot, or, someone drops a bomb in somebody's head and it's not good, or bridges get run into by freaking freighters, whatever. But also when you look at the fact that we had a bridge that came down and a harbor that basically is going to be closed for a while, and the market just completely shrugged it off like it was nothing.
Yeah.
That's not a good sign.
No, I agree.
Okay? That means the market is ignoring sort of economic bad news and stuff, and maybe the market figures out, well, who cares? Microsoft doesn't give a shit whether the Baltimore Harbor's open. I get it, but when you start to add all this stuff up, you start to think to yourself, all right, where are we at? What are we doing here? Now, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole of negativity, because the truth of the matter is the fundamentals underneath this market, the bid is there. It looks good. It looks like it wants to keep on going. We are on the last day of trading for the month, so we decided to lock down the returns and move in over the weekend and see what happens. And see what happens at the beginning of next month, but from a position where we have a little more exposure to biotech than we do industrials. And so that's where we're at. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. One of the things too that
I have to mention our sponsor, Laird Superfoods. Now, if anybody remembers Laird Hamilton, he got married to Gabby Reese, okay, and he's the big surfer, right? He's the big wave surfer, Laird Hamilton, right? And I just want to let you know that these are his, what are these? The plant-based, 10 grams of plant-based protein in it's got some lion's mane in it and some chaga. I don't even know what chaga is. I guess it's a mushroom extract. Laird's big on the mushrooms. I don't think the kind that make you hallucinate. Okay, I think they're good for your brain health. Okay,
right. Anyway,
they're not really our sponsor.
Well, one thing I did want to show you, as fun as that was, I want to show you an amazing milestone. It's going to come up on the screen right here, Dutch. I want you to see something. Look
my screens are all jacked up, so show them.
You're going to have to just tell you what it says then, because Carnivore, our YouTube channel just went over 1 million views on our YouTube channel. We are at 1,031,000 as of this week. So thank you to our Carnivore family. 1 million views on YouTube. So thank you all to that. It is up on the screen. I'm showing them direct analytic of it. Wow. Thank you all for that. We just wanted to thank our people. They're amazing, and I thought it was important to give them a shout out. We love our family.
Start asking questions that these guys are asking questions, okay?
Well, you got people asking, like, where do they pick up the product now, Dutch? Now what are we going to do?
Well, you go on Google and search for Laird Superfoods, for Christ's sake. What do I got to hold your hand through everything? Come on.
Look, hey, I brought my own props today. Look who I brought with me. Oh,
what?
I brought my own.
I can't see anything.
Like, oh my God, you can't see my bobblehead? Dude,
no.
I brought a bobblehead just for you. It's my KPD bobblehead.
There it is.
Can't see it.
Oh, now I got it.
look at him. Isn't he
Oh, now
awesome?
who's that?
That's me. That's me
That's
when I was
you.
the popo. Yeah, that's me. So hello. Anyways, real question now.
Yeah.
If we got anyone left. So we want to know. Some people are asking about Nugget. Why is gold at an all-time high or right near an all-time high, and Nugget is not the same? What's the deal with a stock like that? That's just supposed to be a leverage.
Well, it is actually at. Hold on a second here.
No.
What are you talking about? Nuggets at 34.43. It's up from like $30, man. It's up
Right.
over 10, it's up 10, 12% in a week. So what are we talking? And today, the thing, at 7 o'clock, the thing was at what? I don't know. I mean, look, man, the thing's
Well, the
up
question
like
was, why isn't it an all-time high? That was the question. So I think it's tracking. I think it's a tracking error type thing.
Correct.
That's what the question was.
No, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
it's a tracking error. I'm looking at the chart over here because I got all these screens and everything, and half of them. This one doesn't work because somebody stole my cord at the academy, and I can't. I blame it on you, Godfather.
you know what? You didn't even have to tell me you blamed it on me. I already know.
You knew it. You knew I was like
I did.
cursing you. I'm like, damn it, that guy takes off with my cords and shit.
He was like,
"Hey, look, thanks for the thanks for the goggles, man. I got like two of them are on your bike, man." So,
you're welcome.
that's good.
He gets on the stream today and he says, "Hey, let's make sure this doesn't suck, will you?" And I was like, "Okay, boss, I'm going to do my best." Steve Min says, "When will you sell a position, either in full or partial? Do members consider getting into short-term puts on these? Example is Tile, T-I-L-E."
I don't understand the question. What is he asking?
So I think what he's asking, if I can interpret this correctly, is
he's
saying
okay.
if
All
you
right.
sell.
So when we look, there are options people out there who do triggers off of our calls. Okay, so whether we're buying or selling, they will do a trigger on it, and they probably play it both ways. I don't know. They don't talk to me about it. The bottom line is that when we're coming out with a good swing trade and it looks like it's going to go good, a lot of times if they're fast, they get in on the call option quickly, and then maybe they get some of that swing that we're calling for, and maybe they sell it same day and make 25 cents. Maybe they hold on to it for a couple of days and get $1 or $2 out of the options. I do know that the probability, I've been told this, that the probability of a successful options trade when you're using carnivores triggers goes way, way up. That's what I've been told. I don't have the validation. I don't have all that stuff. It's not me telling you that, but common sense would tell you that if we're picking a stock that's in a sector that's vibrating and hot, hey, then, there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, guys are getting 80%, positive returns on whether they're doing. I've only heard about people who do calls based on our buys. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, so my thoughts on GCT are because now
now you're just jumping on the questions yourself. I've been completely.
Yes, I am.
That's it. I've been AI replaced out. Now I don't even get to ask the question. Thanks, Scott.
So GCT is look, we liked where it was looking. It looked like it had a reversed, okay, and I don't trust the stock. So the bottom line is, if it has reversed, then great. But like I said, I put a stop on it at 25. If it hits, I fully expect it to hit 25 and blow me out, okay? Because it's that kind of stock, right? It's like the most fickle girlfriend I've ever had. So I stay away from her most of the time just because I never know what I'm going to get. But she can go right to 36 too, if she wants to. So let's see here. The miners. All right, miners. I guess you're talking about gold miners. Okay, that's one thing. I had a question early this morning from a guy who sent me something saying, "What about the Bitcoin miners? Why aren't they blah blah blah?" Look, we don't. I'm not doing anything in Bitcoin mining land because I think if you want to play the cryptos, you either play it directly or you go buy the ETFs. I would say that if you're a crypto player and you want to get in front of sort of the same sort of thing that happened with Bitcoin, what is it? Ethereum is the next one that they're trying to get the ETF on.
That's right. And in fact, Fidelity actually redid their ETF request and actually for more leverage on. So they amended it. So they're a big company. So I say that this is going to fly for sure.
I think look, we don't know whether it's going to happen or not, but it's possible that that it does. I'm looking up this one AGIO for you right now, buddy. I know you were asking about it. Let me see here. We're not in the stock, but you're in biotech territory over here, and so that's good. That's a good thing. What's the market cap on that, Godfather?
Yeah, so let's see. Volume is 192,000. Market cap is 1.6 billion.
All right, so you got a nice little small biotech, and by the way, the world is awash with biotech stocks that are about $1.5 billion in market cap. And that's, if you've got a decent, platform, if you got decent technology that maybe you bought from, Mayo Clinic or some other place that is developing things, I mean, you can, you get about $1.5 billion market cap if you were able to go public, raise $500 million, have a decent management team that's got the right PhDs after their name, is probably located in like San Diego, Carlsbad, Irvine, or Massachusetts. And if you're located in those two places and you're a biotech company and you've got all that other stuff, you've checked those boxes, you're pretty much guaranteed to have $1.5 billion market cap out of the gate. If you're starting to file and get good stuff happening with your trials or whatever, FDA stuff, you can see that bounce right to $3.5 billion in market cap. And that sort of separates the newbies from the guys that maybe have a little bit of something going on. Maybe they cleared, certain hurdles. When you start to get over $5 billion in the biotech land is when you've got, a phase 1 trial that looks good and is done. Like your stuff actually works to a certain degree. The FDA says, yeah, that looks pretty good. Then you're going to get it going to, 5 to 10 billion in market cap. That's where you really start to find. The other thing on these is that if you've got a biotech company that has a contract of some sort with a Lilly or a Baxter or somebody, Bristol Myers or somebody big like that, that gives enough credibility that say that, hey, look, these guys paid attention to this company. They like the management team. They like their science, and they're going to kind of support them a little maybe along the way. And if they come up with something really cool and really good, they'll at least sell the product, distribute it for them, or they'll buy the company itself outright or invest in it or something. So all these little stepping stones for biotech companies are important to know so that because they're not all the same, okay, man? You can't be buying a $12 billion or $15 or $20 billion market cap biotech, right, and assume that the $1.5 billion market cap is even in the same ballpark. Okay, they're not. Like the little guy, he's got a lot more stuff to prove. Okay, so understand that, and don't forget too that a lot of times you can have a $5 or $10 billion market cap biotech company, and they're waiting on their phase 3. And they get denied, and their $45 stock can go to $4, okay? Because that happens in biotech land too. Hopefully you're able to avoid landmines like that, but sometimes you can't.
Right. So Greg Wander. So what's that?
I'm trying to find out this Agio here. Okay, I'm looking at this. Okay, you know what you got here? You got a stock that spiked like crazy on this, and it's made a flag pattern, okay? And it's got, Yeah, AGIO is what we're talking about. The flag is in place. I would expect this thing to, I mean, if it doesn't bottom here in reverse and start to head up, if you don't see the gator turn really, really soon, like within a few days, and start to run up, or the MACD needs to turn and run up, then I don't know what's wrong with this thing, but it has retraced from 27 to 35, 36, and it's all the way back down to 29, 20 area. So it's retraced enough that I would say I'd want to see that retracement stop right here.
Yep. Yeah, well, I'm looking at it on I've got several pulled up. The 3-minute chart, I see right where you're talking about. The gators are getting ready to point down. The MACD's cross. It's not looking. You wanted to see it catch a bid right now, wouldn't you?
Hey, so Mel just logged in, and he's.
That's what I was going to tell you. I see Mel.
No, he's a San Diego guy. Okay,
yeah.
He's at Carlsbad, San Diego, and he says their streets are paved with Biotechs. I think what he's trying to say is his streets are paved with stock certificates of worthless Biotechs. You can wallpaper Mel's house with those because, I mean, there's so many. It's insane, right? It's just insane. And the thing that's crazy is when I put together a list of every biotech I could find about 3 months ago, I find out like every day that there's more of them.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah, I just had one on the screen that's up 600% this morning. And it's just like, that's the new meme craze at a market cap of $3 million. You know, you could actually, Carnivore could buy that thing out.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
It's on the top of my AVTX. It's on the top of my advanced rankings. I stopped watching this screen because this would get me, FOMO guy like me, this would get me in trouble. Like, oh, that's a horrible idea. I'm in. You know, it's up 500%.
So there's one that actually popped up on my screen like 2 days ago.
Okay.
IVVD. Ida Victor David. This thing is $525 million market cap.
Right.
And so it qualifies to be in our world. And I got to tell you, I mean, we're up 10% today, but you know, that's neither here nor there. It's very, very small, low price type of thing. $4.42 today. But I mean, that's an interesting chart. Obviously a fairly, you know, new trading stock, I guess.
$525 million market cap.
Yeah, it's actually, what am I, is there an echo? Didn't I just say that?
Nope.
I'm just kidding.
Nope, I didn't. Nope.
I like to give you crap, man.
I just wasn't listening, but I'm listening now.
Hey, I knew you don't listen to me. All right. So I don't know what this is all about, but it looks like it came public a while back and then flatlined, and then all of a sudden it decided to jump in December. You know, I don't even know what they do, but it showed up on the radar, so I mentioned it. Okay.
Yeah, its historical high was $78. I mean, is any of that kind of stuff any bit of a concern to us, or we don't?
Nah, anybody who was there is gone by now.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So there we go. So
anybody's going to be holding on to that stock.
Yeah, it opened at 396 and went above and just went up. So do we want to address someone back before Mel came in, started talking about his streets, asked about, a lot of people have been asking if Amazon is going to crash. I must have missed why a lot of people are saying this, but people are asking the question on Reddit as well. So I'm not sure what their deal is, but what are your thoughts on Amazon?
Quite the opposite. I think Amazon is, you know, I mean, I don't think anybody's priced in the fact that Amazon's going to be an AI play in a big, big way.
Yeah.
And so when I look at, you know, you look at a 2-year chart, the chart's just righteous as hell.
Yeah.
gators are running. You look at the 6-month chart, same kind of thing, man. You're at top end of the range here. You're in a channel that this thing has been in since like January of 2023. So it's been in a channel for over a year, just kind of moving up the channel and looking good. Now, when I run this thing through Byte, oh, you guys are going to love this. So the stock is at stock's at 180.
That's right.
And Byte says 189 by May 2nd.
Wow.
So that's 9 points. Hey, not super compelling, but it is Amazon. It's a mega cap.
Yeah.
And look, Gator's wide open. MACD's okay. Relative strength's okay. I mean, look, it's now, why would it crash? I mean, if the economy goes to shit and nobody buys anything, okay, then, you know, we got a whole different set of problems. But it's kind of interesting to note that since the pandemic, a lot of small businesses went out of business, and the big guys like Amazon are becoming more and more and more of the choice. Also, I'll have you know that I don't just hang around with rich people.
He's like, I hang out with Godfather too.
Poor people use Amazon a shitload also. And I mean, it's become sort of pervasive in a lot of people's lives as something to go do. I know that if I went back and I looked at how much I've spent on Amazon in the last year, that I would probably throw up.
Absolutely.
I would probably shut it off or whatever.
Absolutely. Who is it that said, I think it was Warren Buffett said, always invest in the things that show up to your house every day. I know that Amazon probably has knocked on the front gate twice since I started this stupid stream. And I know Dutch has got a nonstop round of people that are dropping stuff off just constantly.
Well, then we always have people coming and going here, so they're getting packages too. I sometimes just decide that I'm going to take the dogs for a walk, and I just walk around with the cart thing and just pick up.
Yeah, so I think Walgreens did call, and they do want their shopping cart back. Just so you know.
Nope,
You know?
I'm keeping it.
So when one of the guys from the hospital leave with one of them wheelchairs, just get one of those from him. Say, hey, can I have this wheelchair from you? Because he's got a hospital over there, and these guys just walk out with hospital equipment. I mean, they walk down the road with everything. And
oh, God, it was hilarious that day. The dude was just walking down the street with a chair.
It was.
I'm like, okay, I guess next time I go for a walk, I'll just take a chair in case I get tired. I can just sit down.
That's right. No, that's right. Yeah.
He stole it from the hospital.
No, that's right. All right.
I still like the guy who gets out of the crazy bin over there and goes over to the gas station, and he puts his hand, inside his coat like this, and he goes, "Give me all your cash." And my friend Samantha, who runs the gas station, she goes, she's had so many guys do this crap. She's like, it doesn't even faze her. She just goes, "Those are your fingers. Those are your fingers." And the guy goes, "Yeah, but you don't know that."
All right, let's see. What do we got here? Where are we in the timeline? What do we got left? We've got 25 minutes left. We are powering. We're kind of bouncing around a little bit above VWAP. Frenchie had said the farm stuff came out. So at 3, that's kind of what pushed that.
Well, Frenchie's on top of it pretty good. Hey, so talking about the UVXY as a volatility trade, I used to do it a lot. I don't do it much anymore, but I do think that if you're going long volatility, I don't know very many other ways to do it in the market other than that kind of, ETF, which is really wonky and weird, but you got to get a pretty big move in the vol. So if we're hanging at 13 on the VIX, for you to make a big move in the UVXY, you're going to want to see that 13 jump to 17 or 20. And it's going to take some heat for that to happen. The market's going to need to, drop 500 points or 1,000 points or something. And there's got to be some kind of shock.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the first questions I ever asked you was asking you your timelines on the VIX, and I think you gave me a certain amount of numbers, but one of the numbers was at this point it doesn't matter. What'd you say? I think the bombs are dropping or something like that. It was like it doesn't matter. I think it was maybe at 60 or something like that. You said the bombs are dropping. It doesn't matter. The VIX doesn't matter anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it was. We started to see that the VIX wasn't really reacting, to stuff that you normally thought that it would, or that historically would have. So anyway, hey Robert, hey from Elko, Nevada. Good to see that you're there. Joey, baseball and Bucks. Yep, good Thursday to be alive. I'm just going back here over some of the stuff. How you doing, Sal? Good to see you there. And Frenchie, good to see you. Farm prices, okay. Yep. Funkadelic, good to see you, brother. And let's see here. So I think that the way we're playing this, and that's the most important thing right now, is lockdown. Got rid of the margin, took a lot of risk off the table in sort of the economically sensitive areas like, the industrials. We still like them. And how you doing there, Chris, South Dakota? Good to see you, brother. We are moving, and then we moved our exposure more into the biotech area, which seems to be kind of vibrating to the upside here. Now, we can play over here for a couple of weeks, and then when we start to approach the Fed meeting, when's the next Fed meeting anyway? Is it June?
Yeah. So this one was and let me grab that right here. I actually have that pulled up.
Why would it be June? We got April and May. So you're trying to tell me there's no Fed meeting for April and May?
Dude, I love that you just did that. No, next one's May 1st, but you literally asked the question, then argued with yourself.
What?
You said June, not me. You said June.
Someone said, I know what it was. Trader Z said he thought that the first lowering would be in June, potentially.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that wholeheartedly. And it's just because Z said it.
I think they might do it earlier. I think they'll do it in May. Okay. Yeah, because if Bidenomics is at risk, okay, I mean the political pressure to lower rate. I mean, look at the sentiment numbers, man. Horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. And if people are like, screw it, we're not hiring anybody. In fact, we're laying people off. You got to make a choice at some point. I'm either going to forget inflation, and just say, I guess we're just going to let inflation run a little bit hotter. But I don't want the economy to tank.
That's right.
Because now you got inflation and a tanking economy, and that's really bad for whoever's, in power and stuff like that. So
that's right. Yeah. Our next set is April 30th to May 1st. That's going to be the next time we hear from Powell and Co.
May 1st is a Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Well, that's when he talks.
Yep. So there you go. So that's it. But June 2nd, June 11th through 12th, they got a little asterisk. Meeting associated with summary of economic projections. So that is the June 11th and 12th is the next one with the economic projections. So I've got that pulled up, the schedule. Yeah. So anyways, that's it. Yep. All right. What else we get?
All right. So what else? That's what we're seeing. That's how we're moving. I think tonight we're going to have our industrial. We're probably going to take our biotech sector list down.
Okay.
We might leave it up for one more night here, and then on Monday we're putting up our new sector. And the new sector is, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's this is one that we've been working on for probably 3 days, 4 days. We've got a list of about 55 to 60 stocks in there, by the way, which are all, these are all good stocks too. These are all high quality, $1 billion plus for the most part, lots of $5 and $10 billion market cap. These are good stocks, good companies, and the sector is doing very well, and we like it. We think it'll keep coming. These are the new heaters that are coming at you on Monday. And I guess what we'll do actually, what I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to decide is, do I put the heaters for the new one in the wrap tonight so that people can buy up, get into them sort of on the opening print Monday morning? Or do we put them on Monday morning? Because I need to get a closing price for these things. And I guess maybe we'll put it on as, I don't want to do the closing price on April 1st. So Steve says no.
Yeah. So no on which one? No now or no later?
All right. Frenchie wants them tonight because Frenchie wants things right now, all the time.
All the time. I'm with Frenchie.
I know you, Frenchie. I know you.
If Connor's still here, he knows how to put up them awesome polls. If he's still watching the stream, maybe he can make a poll on our YouTube stream for us, and we can see how that works. We'll see what everyone says. I personally, I think you should tell us now, but you're not going to. So, let's see, what do we got here? But yeah, big important question, Dutch. What is your plans for the weekend?
Okay, so I was talking to you guys about my roulette strategy here. The program, right? All right.
I put another one of the founders on there. He put his plans up.
So every day I've gone over there and I've tested this thing, okay? And just so you know, you don't have to have a lot of money to play this thing. I mean, every bet is like $15 here, $15 there, and then you kind of just keep doing that a certain way, right? And so what I've noticed is that you can win like between $1,000 and $1,400 in about 45 minutes to an hour. Okay. It's happened to me almost every time. But then when you get to that hour, I guess you've started to reach that period of time where it gets difficult and it sort of waffles around. It's like a stock that has gone up and then it's plateaued up here, right? And then all of a sudden your balance starts to do this, right? And that can take it back down. So I've decided that now the modification is, if I'm up $1,000 inside of an hour, I'm out. I'm just done.
Okay.
I'm not going to stick around. The longer you stick around at those tables, the more it's, geared towards them winning. Okay.
I got it. So that's your plan for the weekend, is you're going to be at the casinos?
No, not at all.
Donk is he's been doing barbecue ribs at the Donk Barn. So I love it.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And I bet he's probably already got
the probabilities. Yes. This is public, so it belongs in the wrap. Marina, you're absolutely right. Thank you for helping me make my decision. This will go, I guess we'll put it up. I'll try to get it up in the wrap tonight. And we'll see. So we'll see if we can get it up in the wrap tonight so people can get ready for it over the weekend. If you're a subscriber, if you're not a subscriber, then,
we would love to have you. We would love to have you.
And oh, by the way, all right, I'm not gonna like divulge like super secrets here, but I'm here to tell you something. We've got 3 years under our belt now, all right? And we've got track record under our belt. And when we started this thing, it was inexpensive and it was the crappiest website on the planet. And the communication platform we were using was like I don't know, somebody's grandmother in Pennsylvania was like owned a little tiny like text company or something. That's who we were using. And that was constantly going out and giving us problems. So the truth of the matter is we're legit. People know it. And we're on Fox. We've got an app. Our website is badass. Okay. And, you know, things have changed. Okay. I'm just going to tell you, things have changed at Carnivore. And you're going to see some other things change too. So if you haven't signed up, you better sign up. Okay. And I'm not going to give away a whole bunch of other stuff, but we gave out basically, there was no pre-market report. There was no midday report. There was a market wrap. There was one page. There were no intermediate term picks, no long-term picks. There were no heater sections. There was no market analysis. There wasn't any kind of conference calls like this. We didn't respond to most people who emailed us or whatever. It was, you didn't get any of that. Okay. We're not the same company. Okay. And so let's just leave it that, things are going to change. And so, you need to sign up. I'm trying to tell you, sign up. I'm trying to tell you to sign up.
I'm trying to tell you.
A lot of people, when you're a premium service, you need to act like it. And when you're a premium service, you need to charge for it. And so things are going to change. So sign up.
Anyways, we've got about, we're in the last 12 minutes. We've got 24 likes on this video, y'all. I need to get this to about 50, please. If you can help me, smash that like button. I think Donk Donk wants us to say, press lightly the button, but me and Dutch are in the know on how the new people are talking. Smash it. Smash the hell out of it. Smash the button, smash the crap out of it, and then use your alerts to buy a new computer because you smashed the crap out of it. So on Amazon, because it's going higher, I guess, possibly. I don't know. There's probably a disclosure that says that's not true. Hopefully that pops up. Anyways, so Dutch, we got any more sponsors for the day?
We're working on one, and I think they're about to sign the contract. I'll get their thing right here. This is Nuance. It is a soy candle, and you can get that on Amazon. This one is birchwood, and it's mint and smoky pine with cypress. Doesn't that sound delicious?
It sounds delightful.
It's coconut soy wax. So, the truth is, you probably eat it. And
you definitely shouldn't eat that. I don't think that's a disclosure.
I have to have like edible everything around here because my dogs eat everything. So,
that is the truth.
If they eat something, the only thing I haven't been able, those flip-flops, right? Flip-flops?
No, I don't.
You wear on your feet?
We don't wear them here in the South, but maybe over there.
We don't wear those in the South. My dogs eat the flip-flops, so I don't wear them out here anymore either. That's funny. Anyway, here's something else I got.
Donk says try and taste.
This thing here. So now I got this the other day, and so I can, whenever Godfather wants to talk to me, I take this and I go like this, and when it's empty, I just hang up on him.
Nice. I guess Donk sent you something. Nice. What a, that was
That's
wrong.
Good.
That was wrong on all of you. Oh, by the way, Donk wants you to take a taste of the candle. I can mute you, I think. Anyways, Donk wants.
What? What does Donk want now?
He wants you to eat more of the candle.
Well, Greg's got a question: is why bail on the buy? about vibrating in a safe haven.
I'm not going to say it's God. So I'm not going to say it's God getting back at you for being mean to me, but you broke up. Of course, I'm still good over here in Redneck Riviera. So whatever you just did, you may need to, he gone. I lost the Dutchman. I'm not going to say that is, God, but y'all see me and that's okay. So anyways, let's see. He's coming back in. He's coming back in, I think. So, all right. Anyway, he says, move the foot off the cord. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's Donk time. That's it. It's just me and Donk at this point. Y'all, I just wanted to thank you. I wanted to thank you all for coming on, enjoying the stream. We want to start doing this towards the end of the month. We definitely have a great time getting to know you all better. We get to do this all the time with our VIP trading group, and we've got a special board that they have for people that have gone out to the academy. If you haven't gone out there, I know some people talked about some financial issues, and I know it seems like we pitch this a lot, but the value that they bring. Is pretty impressive. I went to the first one. I got to be there with the other OGs like Bonnie and them, and really got to have a great time. Powell and Donk. They won't let him on the videos. Well, you know what? I will say that me and Donk are going to be working on a great round of cooking videos coming up. So we're excited about that. Anyone who has been around knows that he is an amazing chef. I mean, not trying to blow smoke too far up his patoot, but he is an amazing chef. My wife was on a cruise, and I actually felt that I had better food. I was showing her pictures of my food, and that was and she was getting jealous. So anyways, the Dutch, poor Dutch. Look, it's just God, my dad's Jewish, and I'm not going to say, I'm not going to say that it was him getting Dutch back for giving me a hard time, but I'm just going to say that's what it was. So anyways, y'all, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being loyal carnivores. Have a great Easter. Happy Easter. Just whatever you all do, make it a great day. Thank you for coming out, enjoying our stream. We will see you next week. For those of you that are signed up as a member of Carnivore, don't forget we've got our live meeting again next week. If you do sign up for the free week trial, make sure you use promo code live. That will get you 50% off your first month paid. Happy Easter. We'll see everybody on there. Thank you all for hitting my goal. We just hit 51 likes. So now you can go. I was just kind of holding you all back like telemarketer. So thank you all. Thank you for continuing to be part of our stream. I will leave this up, just going until the end of the market. And thank you guys. God bless.